The following program is a production of the Stormfront Freaks Network.
This episode of Vintage Stormfront Freaks has been previously recorded.
Oh, Weather TROLLBOT 5000. This is the one part of the show we love because Phil was out at a garage sale and found this robot. And this robot obviously has great Wi-Fi because it goes on the dark web and it finds all these like mean things people say to our friends like Brant, but people are nice to Brant, hopefully. But we've, especially some of our lady meteorologists, people are very cruel to. And, everybody we know is very professional. If they say something nasty and stupid, they're like, pretty much like, well, this is it. Have a nice day. But Weather TROLLBOT 5000 actually gets in their brain and actually deciphers what they really want to say. And Phil, you found a couple, didn't you?
So I did, Dina, and it's interesting because you said, here's the truth. A lot of times we're interpreting and plugging into Weather TROLLBOT 5000 responses from trolls to our female weather friends, which is sad. But I'm actually tonight. It's trolls to our male weather friends, and actually the same male weather friend. These are all to James Spann, that many of you are familiar with.
How do they get mean to James Spann?
Because he's such a rookie. He hardly knows his stuff. Yeah.
So here's what we'll do. So I've got two of them, so I'll share both. And we'll plug this into Weather TROLLBOT 5000, and she can interpret what James was really thinking when he responded to these. But so the first one, so if you're not familiar with James Spann, he's the chief meteorologist at ABC in Birmingham, Alabama. And this was from a listener. Brooke Smith actually shared this with us. The comment, James was at least nice enough to actually block out the guy's name, which we're always fine. No,
we're not.
So unfortunately, I can't share his name, or I would. But this guy said, James Spann, go ahead and block me, you senile old fart. You should have retired long ago. Okay, boomer, it's time to get in the forever box.
Wow.
What an ass.
That's unnecessarily aggressive.
Yeah.
Signed, Mom.
And then you hear Mom in the background, come out of the basement.
Yeah, really.
And so James' response on social media was, good morning to everybody except this guy. Right? Just very, nice, professional, didn't say anything. But come on, we all know what James was probably really thinking in the back of his head before he made that response. And this is the fun part of Weather TROLLBOT 5000 is she gets to interpret this. So what I do is I got to plug this into the system. Plug this into TROLLBOT, and then she's going to compute and then kick out what James was really thinking.
This shit biscuit is calling me a senile old fart. I don't know what your forever box is, but I will happily block your trash ass.
Okay.
Block your trash ass.
Block your trash ass.
Shit biscuit? Shitbot? What did that
That
begin
was,
with?
yeah. That's like, I didn't know James knew that word, but I guess
Nice.
I guess
That's
he
awesome.
He's been listening to a lot of rap lately.
did. All right, so the next one again is James, as I shared, and this name he blocked out, which was just professional, nice of him, but that's just not us. But here's what they said. They said, I look at your 3340, that's the channel. I look at your weather app radar and still get rained on. With all the money spent on weather technology, it's no more accurate than it was 50 years ago. I remember when weather radar first came out and it was going to change weather forecasting forever. I call BS on that. Still to this day, it's nothing more than an educated guess. Watching a weather report is nothing more than wasted time because weather can and does change every couple of hours, sometimes faster than that. I'm so done with its broke system. He's just done with weather.
Jeez, just shut the fuck
Right.
up.
Yeah, you could stop at any minute.
Old man yells at cloud.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, sit down,
So
Abe Simpson.
I'm so done with its broke system. It's the only career you can be wrong more times than right and still keep your job. So remember I told you earlier, just wait for Weather TROLLBOT. So here was James' response, very similar to the first one. Instead of good morning, it was good evening to everybody except this guy.
Love it.
And that's all he said.
Quick and to the point.
But so I gotta hold on because that was a lot here. I gotta plug this into Weather TROLLBOT.
It's a big response.
So hold on. But then she's gonna go ahead and compute, and then kick out what James was really thinking.
Yes, shit sticks like this guy still exist. Listen, not everyone can think logically. I recommend that no one jump in the bag of scrotum nuggets with this clown.
Don't jump in the bag of scrotum nuggets.
Scrotum nuggets.
Oh
my God.
He's crazy. Did you just get an upgrade or something?
She's still got that AI upgrade. I haven't.
Yeah.
I don't have enough money to upgrade it any further than that. But so anyway, so Weather TROLLBOT James is a good contributor to that. So thanks for sharing that.
Scrotum nugget seems like a name of a show
Or a beer.
Yeah. Oh God.
The Stormfront Freaks is now available on the Weather Store. Come shop our catalog of shirts, hats, and hoodies, all with our Stormfront Freaks logo and Outbreak logo. Plus, you'll find all your other favorite weather geek and storm chasing gear, footwear, and accessories. Visit the Weather Store at thewxstore.com, the exclusive supplier of the Stormfront Freaks.
Weather TROLLBOT 5000. This is the one segment in our show. And to give a little background, Phil had been out at a garage sale and found this little robot. And who knew this thing had Wi-Fi, could search the web, and finds all these like little nasty notes on social media that people send our friends. Like, some like our favorite friends on air, especially, they send out a tweet or something about the weather, and then some a-hole has to send something nasty back. And so TROLLBOT, really what it does is it analyzes the reply from our nice, sweet, kind on-camera meteorologist and then says what they were actually thinking instead. So Phil, who did TROLLBOT zero in on this time?
So Weather TROLLBOT was TROLLBOT 4000 when we bought her at the garage sale, and with all these upgrades you mentioned, we upgraded her to 5000. But so here's what we got tonight, ladies and gentlemen. Both of these actually came not from TROLLBOT, but from one of our followers, Fuzzy Mickelson. Shared these with us, and so we thought these would be great to plug into TROLLBOT and see what our weather friends were really thinking. But this first one is Candy Aravet. She's a meteorology student and an intern at KOTA in Rapid City, South Dakota. She had I don't know if this is Facebook or Twitter, what this is, but comes from Brian Holden. And Greg, as you know, right, you leave your name out there, we're going to throw you under the bus.
Yep. If you're going to be a dickhead, we're gonna throw you under the bus.
Especially the intern. Come on, guys.
Yeah.
Like, what are we
We're
doing?
gonna call Brant to find him too. Find this guy in Rapid City.
Yes, a good point, Dina. Good point. So Brian Holden says, "You are overweight, not a healthy lifestyle."
Dick.
Oh my gosh.
Wow.
And Candy, and again, all of our weather friends, when they respond on social media, they're always polite, they're always professional, and really good. And Candy's no different. So she's an intern, a student, but she's learning how to at least express her professional self, not her real self, maybe. But she said, "Hey, Brian, I'm not sure where you found a full body photo of me on my profile, but if you took a moment to check my pictures, you'd see I spend a lot of time outdoors with my child, balancing work and college. I don't get out as much as I'd like, Still, it's not appropriate for you to make inappropriate comments on a woman's post. Let's aim for better respect. Thank you.
Wow.
That was
Great.
beautiful.
Wow.
That was nice.
Well done.
So, Tom, I don't know if you're familiar with TROLLBOT. This might be a big slap in the face for you here as far as a welcome to Stormfront Freaks after hours. But what we do is we plug this into TROLLBOT. Like we're going to plug all this into TROLLBOT. And what Weather TROLLBOT 5000 does is that interprets what Candy was really thinking when she made that post, like what her real thoughts were. And TROLLBOT, we've been told, is pretty darn accurate. So what I'm going to do is I got to plug this in first. So bear with me.
We've got the AI upgrade too, right, Phil?
Yeah,
we got all that. Yep.
Actually, it's not a huge AI upgrade. We've kind of gone back because some of that AI upgrade stuff wasn't working. But so here we go. Let's this just kicked out of TROLLBOT. Let's see what she says.
Here's what Candy was really thinking. What a disturbed little wrinkled dick. I could give a fuck what your slug nuts think of my body or lifestyle. I don't even know who the fuck you are. Why do you think I'm interested in a comment from a shit stain like you? Inappropriate. Be better.
Nice.
Oh my god,
That was awesome.
Slug nuts. I don't even know.
And it sounds like TROLLBOT got a little bit of voice recognition.
Got
a little bit.
a little bit. Like we keep working with that because it's like, you know, as Tom mentioned earlier, AI, right, Tom? We've been trying to plug in some AI stuff. Like we tried TROLLBOT with like a Snoop Dogg voice, and I don't know how great that one went, but we keep trying to work on it. But her vocabulary, you can tell, is
Very
kind of
good.
picking up a little bit.
She's very accurate.
All right, so we have number 2 here to share with you. And again, as I mentioned, this one was from Fuzzy as well. He shared this with us. And I think we've had Katie interpreted by TROLLBOT before, but Katie Nicolau, CBS morning meteorologist with WLNS in Lansing, Michigan. And this comes from Kyle Menard. Kyle Menard.
Kyle.
We don't like
Remember that name.
So Kyle says, I thought weather girls were supposed to be hot. What happened with you? Must have an uncle who got you the job, huh?
Oh my
Another
god.
hashtag dick.
Then he shared a photo that Katie didn't share. And then he said, I'd still let you gag on it, though, and then said the C word.
Oh, my God.
And said, for your
Let's call
eyes
his mama.
only, BTW.
Oh.
Let's find his name and call his mother.
Dude,
Kyle
that's
Menard.
Kyle Menard.
That's a creep.
So, Katie, right? She's gotten this stuff before, and you know, Dina and Jen, it's like, I just don't understand. Thank God, I guess, but I don't understand
The
why
dudes
men
never
do
get
this,
the same
right?
treatment. The dudes
No.
never
They don't.
get
Very
the same
rarely.
treatment. No.
But anyway, so here's what Katie said. Very professional. Said, oh boy, I wonder what the image could be. Seriously, though, why? And yes, the image is exactly what you think it is.
Oh,
my god.
So that was her response. But so let me go ahead.
Scumbag.
I'm gonna plug this. Bear with me here. I'm gonna plug this into TROLLBOT. Got to type this in.
I hope TROLLBOT has something just.
Yeah.
I know what I say.
I know. Come on, TROLLBOT.
Okay, she's computed. Let's see what she
Here's
says.
what Katie was really thinking. Listen here, you bottom-dwelling fuck knuckle. My guess is you are a 20-year-old high school dropout that smokes 2 packs a day in his rusty pickup on his way to a lifelong career in asphalt application. Am I close?
Okay.
Oh my god. Yes.
Can we just stay though, Phil? No offense intended towards asphalt.
any asphalters out there, we love
Right,
you.
Right.
Yeah.
It's a great
No.
career.
No.
Yeah.
That's what Katie was thinking.
He's
That's
just on
not
a roll.
Right.
maybe what we were
He's on
thinking.
a
But
roll.
Yeah.
he's on
But,
roll.
but honestly though, ladies, how bad are dudes?
They're such losers.
But it's bad. Like dudes can be bad, but also women on women, like on
Yeah,
what
that's
we wear in
true.
our hair. It's everything. It's so
Wow.
bad.
Everybody's
really
bad
is.
anymore.
Yeah, Tom
it
gets that
seems.
about his hair.
Yeah.
Probably
When he
all
wears
the
hair
time on
clips and
social
stuff,
media.
or
Yeah.
I've been told I have so many wrinkles I have to screw my pants on. But
Oh
that's
my
true.
God.
Oh,
God.
jeez. Oh, God.
What is wrong with
Hey,
you
next
guys?
time, Tom, next time you get a comment like that, just share it on social
yeah,
media and we'll
share
get
it.
We
Weather
can do that.
Trollbot
We'll
to
take care
interpret
of
it
it.
for you.
Trollbot will
Yeah.
take care of it.
There you go.
In a world where tornadoes and hurricanes and blizzards run rampant, destroying everything in their path, one man and one team of freaks stands in their way, covering it all on one show.
We have a confirmed tornado.
From afar and from up close. That man is Stormcat 5. That team is the Stormfront Freaks. And that show, this show, is Outbreak.
Well, I've got a secret, guys, and that is we've got Weather Trollbot 5000 coming at you now. For those of you who don't know about Weather Trollbot, you see, Phil was at a garage sale. That was a couple of years ago now, hey, Phil, and you found this.
It's been like 8 years.
COVID
roughly.
years.
And he found this. This I guess you could call it a toy, but he's reprogrammed it. And what we do is. We get often people, who have been on the show who are meteorologists or maybe guys like Mike, storm chasers, but people in the weather community, friends of ours who people troll. They say nasty things online, and people say listen, if you're on Twitter, I mean, that is the nastiest place going. But what Phil does is he takes these comments and the weather friends of ours, they reply and they say professional kind of nice things in response. Phil plugs that into Trollbot, who spits out what they were really thinking. So this is one of our all-time favorite segments, Phil. And I know Maz is for sure his favorite segment.
This is why I stuck around. I wanted to see this.
But Phil, who do we got? Who's been trolled this week?
So I'm sure Mike, you've seen this stuff many times, right? Someone that's just being a jerk, making a comment about something you posted or something they saw on TV. Oh yeah. So the first one is pretty tame. Maz, this one was kind of for you. They go downhill after this one, but the first one's pretty tame. And I got this one from Fuzzy, one of our listeners, Fuzzy. And this was Janice Dean. So our friend Janice Dean at Fox News and Fox Weather. She got a comment from Linda Albrecht. And Greg, as you know, we'll throw people under the bus.
Yeah, we have no problem doing that.
You make stupid comments, we will use your name. Linda said, please get rid of your hair extensions. You will look totally gorgeous without them. Try it. Not horrible. Right?
No, that's pretty bad.
Janice, that's not horrible.
It's pretty bad
compared
to some of the stuff. Yeah,
I'm throwing the softball to Weather Trollbot on this first one.
I've seen worse.
So Janice replied, Linda Albrecht, I don't have hair extensions. Bye. And that was her response, right? Nothing too mean, nothing too bad. So as Greg talked about, we're going to plug this into Weather Trollbot. So I got to go ahead and type this in, and then Trollbot's got to compute it, but Trollbot's going to spit out what Janice was really thinking.
Suck it, chick. I don't even have fucking hair extensions. It's all glorious locks, baby. So this is probably a great time for you to get the fuck off my social feed.
Oh, that is
fantastic.
Wow.
So Janice,
very short and sweet. Sorry, Goosiest. Sorry.
Sorry, Goosiest parents.
Oh no,
Goosiest. Oh, perfect. It's dialed in.
All right. So
She is.
So, Goosiest, you got to put your earmuffs on this next one.
That was the nice one, I'm sure.
Earmuffs.
So this is really small, but I got to try and read this without my glasses. So this, our past guest, the last guest we had on, Katie Nicolau.
Awesome, by the way.
She's
let's just take a minute, Phil. She was an amazing. Mike was fine, but Katie was an outstanding guest.
Yeah. No, you've had a bunch of actual professionals on.
Right.
Yeah. So yeah, Katie was great.
Friday, you got to fill the gaps between the pros.
Sure. No, get out of here, Mike. Get out of here.
TV meteorologist Katie Nicolau, and
with her, whatever. It's all good.
We talked about that. We talked about that on the show. She came right out and said, that she's why that was, and if you want to know, just go back and listen or watch the show, episode 203. But and that was for everybody, not just you, Mike. But anyway, so here we go. This was from Katie. Someone commented on a picture she took on social media, and this is the part I got to read. So hang with me here. And this is rough, guys. This is from Newslegs on Twitter. Newslegs, right?
Wait,
so it already tells you. It already tells.
Yeah, that's a problem. That's a problem.
So here we go. This is what it says. Have you ever masturbated while going through a drive-through? Why would you wait 27 years before having Taco Bell? Because she took a photo at Taco Bell. He said, weird, slutty, so much makeup. I want to kiss and lick your slutty face.
What
wow.
the heck?
Wow.
What
Dude,
the heck
that's
like?
That's.
I feel dirty
right
now.
I feel
What biggest? Anyway. So here was her comment, though. Right? Like you get Mike. I know you've gotten one like that before, but and I don't know how you commented, but here was Katie said. All I did was post a picture of me going to Taco Bell. This creep and everyone like him need to be in prison.
Right.
Don't disagree.
Actually,
I do not disagree.
Me and my personal friends, we would take road trips, go rollerblading. There was a big rollerblading competition in Dallas called the Hoedown. And on the way back, we would go through Taco Bell in Okmulgee, Oklahoma, all of us shirtless in our underwear. But we would never tweet what we were doing in response to a professional meteorologist.
Where's this going?
So you're saying that wasn't you? So you're not.
Me. I know weird.
Matt, I was wondering the same thing, buddy.
I know weird things. That is
one
of the weirdest tweets I've ever heard.
Mike's wife, if you're listening.
No, she's asleep already.
All right, so let me punch this in. Hey, let me punch this in. Trollbot's got to figure out what Katie was really thinking. All right, here we go.
What the shit is this fucked up response? I'm blown away how a bag of assholes like this creepy douchebag is out of college. It's a picture of me at Taco Bell. How can you turn it into that fucking shit storm? Try not to set your dick on fire.
I can say words like that?
I didn't even catch all of that, but wow. Katie.
I didn't know.
Wow.
Did you say these progress?
Maz, did you need to hear that again? Do you want me to play that again? Okay.
I'm fine.
All right.
No, thank you.
Just checking. All right, so that's Weather Trollbot for you, interpreting what Katie and Janice were thinking, and I'm so glad their real response was much more polite and better than what Trollbot realized.
MJ's right. That's going to be one. That's going to be on the Spotify. That's going to be one long beep. That's just going to be, just beep.
Yeah, if you really want to know what Trollbot was thinking, you're gonna have to go back and watch the video because that probably won't show up on the audio podcast.
Yeah.
Thank you for tuning in to the Stormfront Freaks podcast. You can watch our bi-weekly show live on youtube.com/StormfrontFreaks and download the audio version on your favorite podcast player. For links to our Patreon team of exclusive benefits, show notes, past shows, new videos, merchandise, and more, visit our website at stormfrontfreaks.com. While you're there, check out our interactive chaser radar from our friends at zoomradar.com. If you'd like to contact us with questions or make comments about the show, shoot us an email to questions@stormfrontfreaks.com or follow us on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, or TikTok. Search for Stormfront Freaks. We'd love to hear from you. Join us next time and tell a friend about the Stormfront Freaks podcast.